Welcome to Poetry by Pi. The poem I'm going to read you today that I just wrote is called Love and Logic. And just a quick backstory to how this poem came to be. This poem was actually inspired by my daughter's pre-kindergarten teacher. This amazing woman introduced us to the concept of the love and logic parenting technique. And through love and logic, essentially, it's that you see your children, you lovingly help them understand their choice and the consequence, and you let them face the natural consequences of their choices. And you walk with them through the discomfort of that, acknowledging and accepting who they are and their emotions and loving them through it all the same. I always felt like this was such a beautiful way to know and see your children and help them develop and blossom as who they were. And it wasn't until recently that I learned even more about this teacher's backstory. And I think that it is poetically beautiful, even though it was painful. You see, when she was a teenager, her parents kicked her out for being gay. And she had to live homeless and learned how to pick herself up. She wasn't accepted for who she was by the very people who should have accepted her the most. I didn't know she lived with that pain. But now, so many years later, 13, 14 years later, looking back and connecting the dots and reflecting on her story, which I just learned, and the beauty of the fact that she planted that seed for my husband and I on parenting in a way that sees and accepts and loves your child. And I know that that was something that she needed to feel in her heart, but I just want to acknowledge that I wish that that painful thing had not happened to her. I can also see how that fueled her to give this gift, paying it forward to parents every day. And even if parents maybe didn't take it on as wholeheartedly as my husband and I did, those children that were touched by this teacher got that kind of love and support from this teacher to be who they were, to be seen and loved and encouraged to blossom. So you know who you are? Thank you from the bottom of my heart for what you put into the world every day. Thank you for having the courage to heal from the deeply inflicted wound that you had so that you could give this gift to multiple children all the time and parents all the time, and it pays it forward in very beautiful ways. You may never even know the full impact of your courageous and beautiful actions. Thank you. Here's the poem. Our job as parents is not to mold our kids into what we think they should be. Rather, it's to delight in their journey of self-discovery. Let them become who they are supposed to be. We don't get to control how they feel or what they think, if they prefer blue or pink, or if they want outside of the box to dream. We don't get to stop them from feeling hurt or pain. That's not the name of the game. Mistakes lead to growth and gain. We should love them all the same as they learn to navigate through sunshine and rain. How can they learn to walk in the world on their own if all we do is force them to do and be what they're shown? How will they know how to think and make choices if they don't exercise using their brains and their voices? The most fulfilled life is to follow your heart and be true to your nature, not to succumb to someone else's conjecture. To help our kids blossom into their true selves, we must learn how to parent ourselves. To ask them what they thought or how they felt, teach them to reflect and to trust themselves. Next time you find yourself forcing your kids to be, stop and ask yourself, what's behind this belief? Oftentimes it's a brutal truth. It's not them who erred, but you. Every human has fears and is a little bit broken. Our kids can't learn this if it's never spoken. They won't know what to do if they haven't practiced grappling with emotions. Everyone must learn this. So why do we worry when they don't seem happy? We should listen to why and aid their discovery so they learn how to navigate and set proper boundaries, give voice to their inner desires, learn how to put out fires, learn how to plan and apply deliberate action with conscious choices and determination, how to have patience and give themselves grace, and know that they are always seen and loved in your space. They never have to be something they're not to win your love. It's just something they've got. As they walk in their life, knowing you've got their back, watch them blossom. Stand tall, head high, shoulders back.